There we are. Good morning, everybody. BJ Weller back with you for another wonderful, fine, fun, fantastic retro sandbox Monday where we can just come, sit back, relax, chill a bit, and just enjoy just some random building and strategy and all sorts of other fun stuff today. Of course, opening up here, riding the rails with Sid Meier's Railroads. And then we'll be going into City Skylines for our sandbox building portion of it. Although this is technically sandbox building as well. Just retro, and City Skylines really isn't retro. That'll be changing at the end of the month, though. We'll be changing, starting in September, changing things a little bit here on Mondays. Once we wrap up our SimCity series on the Extra Life for Kids channel, we'll actually be moving City Skylines and playing City Skylines on the Extra Life for Kids channel, and then essentially expanding the time we play Sid Meier's Railroads, and of course our newest entry here on the Retro Sandbox Mondays, Zoo Tycoon 2. So it'll give us a little bit more playtime with Railroads and Zoo Tycoon 2, and still allow us to keep playing with our city over on the Extra Life for Kids channel. In the meantime, let's get on with it here. Let's load up the game. Reconstruction. That's where we are once again. I think what was this? The second time we've actually restarted. Not completely restarted this map on the northeast here, but essentially just redid our rail lines, because it turned out the way they were ending up. I wasn't too happy with it, but I didn't want to lose all the progress we had made building up our cities here and getting them to advance to metropolises. So now, in our last episode last week here, we started getting some of the raw materials transported again to our cities here in New Jersey and New York City. So we've got our old smokies a-rolling for our raw material. So we're pretty much set right now in New Jersey. We've got everything rocking and rolling here, except of course for our cargo lines. We don't have cargo lines rolling quite yet. Hopefully we will be working on those a little bit today. I think my game plan, however, was to do the raw materials down here in Maryland and Washington, D.C. To at least start off with. So we're going to get the raw materials rocking and rolling down here. And then see what we can do about Pennsylvania again. Lancaster and Reading, we've got to figure out how to get the raw materials to them so they can start progressing and building up, and we can actually add them to our mail and passenger lines. So, okay, in the meantime here, Baltimore, Maryland. So they demand coal to turn into steel and steer to turn into food. Of course, both of which we have in ready supply right here. Guess we got some seed and grain. Now, who needs seed and grain? Alright, Aberdeen needs grain. So the one thing I was thinking about to get this past week, to get all materials up to Lancaster and Reading, was to sort of piggyback on the current rails as much. Now again, my strategy here, my game plan, as you will, to in building these rail lines is to keep the mail and passengers completely separate. Just have a complete separate and a complete line to each city here. So every city is interconnected by one single rail line here that is used specifically for the mail and passenger cars. And then to have a second one along the same vein for the three cargo hauls, which are the food, the manufactured goods, and the automobiles. And then, of course, the raw materials would each run on their own short, separate line to each city that needs it. So what I was thinking here is, since it could get kind of messy and be problematic to get the raw materials to Lancaster and Reading, maybe piggyback a little bit here. So let's say get the oil, piggyback the oil into here, and then the oil would then come out here on its own line, and then we could get them up here. Now, of course, that would still involve trying to figure out how to get from one side to the other here. So again, it still might end up being a little problematic. We might end up having to do a bridge anyway, especially here to get the oil and the coal up to Lancaster and Reading. Now what I could also do, got trees there, since Williamsport here does demand coal and oil for the power plant, just run these up here on their own, again on their own separate track, and then from here cut across the mountains is my other theory here. The thing is, I would have to run two routes. One would be sending them to Williamsport, then they'd come back from Williamsport, load up again, then go back to Williamsport and haul over here. So that's the only thing there. And of course, York requires wood, so we'd have to bring the wood down here too, and that can get a little messy. So maybe the wood pop over here, bridge around behind Harrisburg into York. So Pennsylvania is going to be the one that gets kind of messy with these rail lines here. But anyway, let's see where we are going here. Of course, first, this cattle run here. Quite obvious where we'll be going here. We'll just be laying down on where our old route was. We're going to double track first. So we'll double track this out to here. And we will single track it out. Right into here. Excuse me, cows. Excuse me. Oh. Okay, let's build our depot. Okay, then we will run the coal line. Actually double track right up to here, which is nice. Then take this guy right into there. Get our depot built right there. There we go. And then we just need to run our trains. So I gotta remember where we had left off. What was the last train we did? Because we want to do like one of each of the old Smokies here. The old classic guys for the raw materials. So we've got the 220 Planet. We've got the Grasshopper. This guy, I think, was the one exception here. It's the A1. Grasshopper, the Planet, the Norse, and the Patentee. I think that was it, right? And the Adler, okay. So let's go over here and see what we got. Keep going. Alright, let's start here. So, yep, the planet we got, the grasshopper, the Norse, Panatee, the Adler, the Booth. Okay, so I don't think the Booth we have picked yet, so good. We will select the Booth next. And we will, down here, let's go here. This looks like this is the shorter of the two. So 50, no change in speed there, down to 37. So it drops us 13 miles an hour there. That drops us another 10. And then that only drops us 5. So that's good. So we'll leave it at that. And we'll go there. And we can clear that out. And we're good to go. So let's take a look at this guy. The Booth. Uh-oh. Excellent. Alright, next up, over here, our cattle haul. This will be the 440 American, huh? Or the Iron Duke. Should we go to the Iron Duke? I think, you know what, we'll skip the American for now. I think I'll use, oh, what's the speed of the American? 50? They're both 50. So I'm thinking I want to use the American for a longer haul here. Maybe take that one up into the Pennsylvania mountains or something. So let's go with the Iron Duke. We'll select the Iron Duke here. Change drops us 15. Wow. So 35, so drops us 9 there, and then we're down to 20 again, which is about the same as the other one there, the Booth. We'll go there, clear that out, and we're good to go. So let's watch this fella here, shall we? Load up the cattle. Oopsie. Nice, excellent. Okay. So we do want to get the American going here. So And Washington wants the grain too, didn't they? So we got grain there. That's another one that might almost be worth piggybacking on to bring into here. Throw down in here. I want to try to avoid that as much as possible. Now, is there green over here? Oh, you know what? That's right. We've got green here. That's right. That we brought in there, so we don't even have to worry about that. Frederick now. So you can see where the old track we had coming into Frederick here. It got really messy to come up over in here and running around behind, trying to get the bridge built the way we wanted to. With this coal here, so we need paper down here in Frederick. So it was getting the paper from Harrisburg to Frederick. So that can actually run on the cargo line. That can. Harrisburg to Frederick. So I'm thinking to what I want to do with the American. Actually, maybe have that run up this way into Williamsport. York demands paper too, so we've got the wood company, so we can actually run the wood right here in Harrisburg and do another trip right here into York. And I think this here is my cargo line here. I think this is my Maryland cargo line. Yes, it is. Excellent. So it loops around that way, then heads up this way. And pretty much goes all through the mountain towns down here. And I think, is this the one I have heading out into Trenton and New Jersey, I think. And this cargo line is actually its own separate circle in here for eastern PA, central and eastern PA cities. So maybe we can do that. We can run the American from to Harrisburg to York and back and forth. I think I like that idea. Question is, how are we going to do that exactly? Now, of course, Harrisburg, not much of an issue. I can just lay a double track that goes here. But then, how am I getting you to York without creating a bridge here? See, that's where the quandary lies. This little ditty here. And then to have to bring these guys up this way as well. Look, did I have at one point have this go around? I may have had something go around behind Harrisburg here. Let's see, I don't think I have any other... Where's our business here? That does the processing. New York. Where's our processor in New York here? Oh yeah, it's a paper plant right there. Okay. So it supplies Frederick and Aberdeen with paper. So they both require paper. And the only thing close by here that has wood is that. Or at least you can connect. Now, of course, we've got wood over here. Not going to be very efficient to try to run it from way over here to there. So that's pretty much the only place where we can get paper here. These cities. Now, of course, there is no cargo line. from York to Aberdeen directly. So what's this? I think this is the cargo line in the Baltimore. Yes. So I can actually run a track from here to Aberdeen. Have that connected. Aberdeen will have its paper. Oh, Aberdeen will also need grain. So the grain, where's the grain? There's the grain. So this would run up this way. Okay, so let's get the grain to Washington anyway. Let's do that. Directly in the field? I don't know if I like that. I guess let's just bring you out a bit more here. There we go. Then we can pop you back here. I think there we go. I like that idea better. This is the one. There we go. Let's see who's next on the list here. The Crampton. Alright, let's select the Crampton. Down to 20. Alright. We'll go there. We'll clear that out. And there we go. Watch this guy take a trip here. Through the woods. Wow, it's taken 10 months just to get this far, huh? It's gonna take a year to get to Washington. That took a year to deliver that grain. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we've got that. Oops, wrong buttons. So it gets Washington going, so Easton is going. So Baltimore requires coal and cattle as well. This is where the piggybacking might end up coming in handy. How are we going to get that cattle and that coal to Baltimore over all these tracks? Now we did get the coal getting to Baltimore somehow. I just don't remember how. You know, we might have done the coal from here. I could try to take you across this way. Just go directly with coal-wise anyway. Well, anyway, we can get paper delivery to Frederick. So let's go paper delivery to Frederick. Now this is going to be, it's sort of raw material, but it's a manufactured raw material. So we're just going to use our cargo line for that. Anybody else demand paper? I don't think anybody else demands paper. Alright, so we're going, oops, it's Harrisburg to Frederick, right? Harrisburg, one. And I think this is who we're going to haul. There's our cargo hauler. The GP series is going to be our cargo hauler. Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. It's not until the sixth one does the speed decrease. So we're still 90 miles an hour. So that's all you're going to be hauling anyway. So you're going there. But then again, I mean, technically it could supply Easton and Aberdeen. So to get to Aberdeen, I think it would have to go all the way up here on the cargo. Now, of course, if I go Aberdeen, it's going to run on the passenger rail. That's the problem I ran into previously, was that these trains will spawn on the track that gives it the best path to get from city to city. Which means, you know, if it will use the passenger line instead of the empty cargo line. So let's see where this thing ends up spawning. Oh, good. It spawned on the cargo line. Good. What else do we have here? We've got... So I could do paper and manufactured goods on this guy. Frederick has paper, huh? Now, of course, I've got no more paper left to supply, so we've got to get a paper supply going here, which means we're going to need this. Did that just disappear? And, there we go. Thank you. That's all we needed. Thanks. So let's get this rocking and rolling here. Might end up having to use the American for that because at this point we got the Crampton. So next up is the Mogul. Go Mogul. I don't know when I'm actually going to be able to use the Americans. Oh, you know what? I didn't put my depot yet. I need to put my depot here. That might come in handy. There we go. Alright, so now we can do our train. Aha. The Mogul. It's good, not too much change there. We can go, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we'll go 6 cars there. Now of course obviously, you know, Aberdeen or York, but obviously you can see there's no way to get to York from there. Okay. Oh, let's play. There we go. Didn't take long to get there. Still took a year. Although the train is pretty much long enough to where it was almost there anyway. Let's follow this guy here. Okay. So at least that gets that going. We still need, we're going to need manufactured goods now, so we need to get oil to Harrisburg now. We need to get our oil around to Harrisburg, which of course will be right here. And this is where we got into a little tricky part here because of the bridge and stuff. See here, even here a little bit of a mess there, but that's alright. It is what it is. So oil. I can't really do. We want to run the oil in this way, or do we want to try to run it in from this side? That's the question. There we go with that. Oh, the Medoc. The Medoc next, okay. Now this one definitely drops down a bit here. So we'll go with 5 for now. Follow you along. Oh, hello. There we go. Yeah, this steep upgrade. And never the twain shall meet. Okay. That takes care of that. So Harrisburg got their manufacturing processes going now. See how fast the manufactured goods pop up here. Okay, enough just watching my trains go. I've got to get more manufacturing going here. Herein lies the quandary. So we've got our Frederick Oil Company, we've got our Harrisburg Mining Company. So let's get this stuff up to Williamsport. Let's start by getting this stuff up to Williamsport, and we'll go from there. I'm trying to figure out where I want to bring this stuff into. So it looks like I had it coming in here, which actually kind of makes sense, because then I can piggyback everybody into here and then run this up through here and really do it another raw material line here. Steel. Who makes steel though? That's the problem. You have a power plant. You don't make steel. So maybe we should have you making steel. You make paper, which does us no good. You make food. You have a power plant, which does us no good. So you need coal. So that might be the ticket there. Coal and oil. Coal and oil. Oil. So it'd be a kind of a longabout route, but have a raw material line that takes these guys all the way up. So I think that's what we shall do. Let's double track this guy in now. So we'll start the double track here. I don't like that. Let's start the double track here then. This is going to be our raw material line coming up. No! There's our crash. There's the crash. So apparently this is quite common. There, it keeps crashing on us. Of course, I didn't save my oil line there, did I? Gotta see where our last save was. You know what? Maybe the autosave saved us. We last saved at 9:21. 81342. Yeah, that doesn't help now, does it? Eight seven. So it didn't even do an auto save. All right. I think I gotta rebuild the cargo line too. The Frederick, yeah. All right, so let's get the raw materials going first, then. Oh, let's just beat you right now. Thank you. That was weird. Okay, we'll bring you right into here. Which side do I want this coming in on? I guess we probably better come in on this side. Here we go. That way we can actually have these guys connect in a little bit easier. Okay. Now I gotta remember what trains they were. You know what, let me see something here. The last one I did was this guy here. You are the Butte. Oh, you're the Crampton. Okay, so the Crampton was the last one I did. It's a mogul. Mogul and the Medoc. Oops. Oh, come on, hit the right button, clear. There we go. Alright, so that get... Oh my god, you kidding me? You're killing me here, Sid Meier's Railroads. You're killing me. I was just about to save it, too. Oh, there we go. Now it shows up. 9:39, 9:21. So good. We'll go to 9:30, 9:42 a.m. save. How's that sound? Yeah, that gets us there anyway. I think I have to add the engines now. Alright, so let's do this again. The Mogul and the Dock. Alright, so let's save this now. Alright, we've got that saved. Hey, Blue Eyes! Thank you for the host, Blue Eyes. Awesome sauce, thank you very much. That's most excellent. Thank you. Welcome everyone for Blue Eyes channels. And look, I can remember to do shouts now. I got time to do shouts, man. That raid I had yesterday when I was playing Star Wars Trivial Pursuit with my kids. Oh my god, it was so exciting, but all the shout outs I wanted to do and couldn't because I was trying to do 20 things at once. That was a mess of this setup stream. But it's fun and exciting nonetheless to be able to do something with the kids on stream anyway. As trolly and as Abby was, unfortunately Abby was not very well behaved yesterday. So that was part of the problem. Fun nonetheless, and thank you to everybody up there. Let me point the right way. All the followers up there, all from yesterday's raid. So thank you again. Got to feel the Twitch kitten love way over there. You see the Twitch kittens, and they'll be down there. You know, the Twitch kittens Twitter handles and all that stuff. So make sure to check out all the other wonderful Twitch kittens we have, like Blue Eyes. Great bunch of streamers. I just wish I need about 48 hours in the day. You know, not only for my own video work, but to be able to watch everybody who I really want to watch on the kittens here. I mean, I haven't actually been able to catch one of Julia's streams in God knows how long, months. Alright, so good. So then we can have this and this guy run right into that guy. And I think, you know, I think that's where we'll use the American. We'll actually use the American for both of these guys. And we'll have the American do the long hauls here. You know, it'd probably make more sense to run my cargo one. I think I may do that. I may run the cargo engine, the GP, to Reading and Lancaster. Just because they're the furthest. But at least I can run the American up into Williamsport. Williamsport, yeah. One will run coal, the other will run the oil. Let's make sure the game is saved here. Alright, so what I need to do, okay, that's where the first crash occurred, right where I was running the double track for the raw material line here. So let's give this another try here. This is where we're going to run into the problem. I don't think... Yeah, see, that's the problem. I'm not actually going to be able to get the raw material line on that side. I have to run on the inside. This has to run on the inside track. And that's going to be an issue, because then I am going to have to get this guy over on that side. So these guys can get up in there. So this is where maybe having the cross path would come into handy. Just connect into there, and then connect into the double track. So good. So we're saved at this point. So let me see here how well this would operate. Yeah, that's not gonna... Yeah, I know, I've got... See, that's the problem, too. It's got all switches I don't like, so let's do this. Let's bring you back here. I might just have to go the bridge route. Oh my god, runtime error now, you're killing me. Killing me, game. So I think there is some sort of patch or something. I'm gonna have to go back on the Steam store page, because in one of the reviews there mentioned some sort of patch that helps stop the crash issue here. George Hudson, England's railway king, was the son of a wealthy farmer. Began a successful career as a draper before becoming a major investor, etc., etc. Okay. We can't run that way. The other way, let's see, if we do this, we bring this out here. Bring it through this side of York. It's still on the inside here. We bring it this way, it's actually, we'd have to jump a lot of track here. Beam has been saved, thank you. I haven't made any changes yet. So ultimately, at the end of the day, Alright, so if I bring along on the outside here, this is where things get messy. Is we've got both Allentown and Easton that are pretty much merged together now. I would have to bring it in here, then I would have to bridge across here, and then I could bring you down into Reading and Lancaster. And Aberdeen, which requires grain, but we got the grain over here. So Aberdeen's a little bit of a different issue here. So let me see how much of an issue or how difficult it would be to do that. So I could double track up to, the question is where it's the turn here, because then I would really have to make a sharp turn here, and it generally doesn't like that. Now if I double track and go behind Easton, problem is I've got the river, so I would really have to go far out this way and then back into this way to really probably make it viable. What a mess. What a mess. What a mess. Who requires grain? You require cattle. Now there is a cattle farm here. It's good. We got plenty of cattle, so you can actually supply Easton with cattle. And that could run into the line I have coming in here. You see, Allentown demands coal and oil too. So it'd almost make it worth it go. Let's go inside, do the interior track here. Inside out to here. Is we got bridges here. So that makes it kind of difficult to get another bridge over that will run into here. We really just need something to come out here. See, we would have to cross here. I might be able to get something to cross there. And we come down here. We run the inside, because then Allentown can get its coal and oil too. Reading can get coal and oil. Lancaster can get its oil. That's going to have to be my best bet there. So here we're gonna have to do a bridge, because it's just not going to work trying to cross tracks here. So our best bet is just to try to get a bridge to run from you up to across here. So that might end up being where I'm better off just running a separate line from these guys across. So let me double track here and see if I can't get this to work here. So we would have to double track right about there, I think. Actually, even probably further back. Let's double track to there. I'm going to have to figure out how to get this single track here. See, that's the problem. Overlaps bridge. Yeah, see, it already overlaps the bridge. Oh, now see, that would build, but then you see, it's right on. See, that's the thing I don't like. Technically, it would work in the game, but aesthetically wise, it's you got the bridge supports right on the tracks, and that's what I don't like. Now, it won't affect anything except my OCD. This is where I would just like to be able to do a track without having to attach to a track. So let's just do that for the time being. That way I can actually just run the track really the way I want to here. Should be coming out this way. Coming through this way. The grade's too steep, that's the problem. Now there again, now can I finagle this enough? Where it wouldn't look like too much of an issue. Let me see something here, because now what I can do is delete parts of this bridge. And what we can do, we can finish you off going into here. And then you would pick the double track up into there. Now let's see what we can do about the finagling here. Let's see again, right in that part there, it's just not going to work the way I want it to work. So now I can go like that, so that it turned in that way, which is what we don't want. Alright, so maybe if I pull you on this side. See, it's funny now, it doesn't even want to attach. See that, this would almost do it, like right there. It's a bit of a mess. Not perfect. Well, at least it's off the tracks. Now we got two different bridges, but that actually looks a little better anyway. Two different style bridges. This is really going to be a hack job here. This is going to be a hack job. We've got that okay. Now, if I can finagle this, be able to attach into here. Let's see here. Almost. Alright, come on. Alright, I think we may have gotten it. That actually looks a lot better now. Obviously two different, a little bit of a difference there, but that actually doesn't bother me as much. I think that really gets me where I want to be with that. So now I can go refine this. So let's save this. Let's see if I can't refine it just a little bit here. Okay, saved it. Let's just make sure here. Okay. So what we can do is delete that now and see if we can get these two parts to connect with the same bridge style here. Let's see what, yeah, see, he doesn't want to do it. Let's see if I can just turn this to where it's going to. Yeah, see, it doesn't want to do it. Okay. Thought maybe I could hopefully finagle that, but again, just a little bit of an issue here with how it makes its rail connections from one rail to another. Oh, runtime error, of course. All right, that's all right. Fortunately, we can load her up fast enough here. I'm kind of hankering and anxious to get into my Southwest line that I started up. So maybe we'll do that for maybe about 20 or 30 minutes before we switch over to City Skylines here. So we're a little bit with the Southwest track, eh? Alright, so we'll leave that as is. I'm not gonna mess with it. I mean, it got the purpose served here for how I am going to need to run my raw materials to central and eastern PA here. Not perfect, but you know what? It gets the job done. So what I want to do now is come down in here. I can actually delete this double track now. Not that track, thank you. That's all the double track, right? Okay. So what we'll do, we'll bring the double track now. That's like right there. Then what we'll do, we'll bring you right up into here. There we go. So now we can double track this guy. Let's save that. Now we're getting some performance issues again. Now that we've got a lot more building up again. Now we can go on the inside. Run a nice long raw material line all the way. Oh, where are you going? There we go. Alright, so we're going to have to stop you here. Oh, right here. Now we'll see if the game actually completes it or it crashes. Oh, it made it. Alright, there we go. It did it. Alright, so let's save that. And then we can actually, well, actually it doesn't matter. Oh, you know what? We can actually run raw materials right into here. Right into York, and then come back here into Harrisburg for more raw material lines. And it could actually almost, we actually could have this circle right into it, so hook right back into itself. For now, we're going to stop here at Lancaster anyway. We'll stop you right there for the time being. Because York demands wood, paper, so we can go the longabout route from here and bring paper into York that way too. Or, I mean, what we can do is we can bring the track over here. We'd have to, actually, we could probably go right under the bridge and have you connect right, and then have it connect into itself right there. And then we can actually have this. We'd have to loop around, which would be a little bit of a problematic. So what I'd probably end up doing is having this come out this way into here. And go around. Of course, we go along the loop. I could have that come into here. I can actually have another. I can have this come out this way and connect into here. Connect into the track there. Come out behind Harrisburg, or even not even come behind Harrisburg. Come out through this way and connect into here for raw material. So oh, good. So I think that solves our raw material problem. A bit here, and it's actually not too messy, which is the key here. Actually got this to work the way I would hope it would work. So now we got to refine this here. So you actually don't need this. No, this one then. There we go. Yeah, because that's where that train goes. It's over? Okay. Okay, so what we want to do now is get this all fixy up here. So can I delete you now? Yeah, there we go. Wait, can I? Can I? Alright, I can. There we go. Alright, so let's save this. Okay. Oh, that's right. Sissy's up, so Sissy can take care of her. Sissy will take care of you, Abs. Alright, good. Okay. Alright, so now we want to get our coal, get the coal and oil lines going here. Alright. we'll just easy right back into there. Stop it. Right back into there. Going to follow my old adage of save early, save often. Okay, good. So we're going to make these two Americans here. It has such of that classic look. I love it. All right. So let's start with the Frederick Energy Company. All right, we'll go with 4. So as we can see now, it can reach all the ones that demand it, but I think what we're going to end up doing is setting up 2 different. I think for these 3 guys, just for the sake of how long it's going to take to get there, we're going to use our freight hauler, the GP series, just to get to those guys, and we'll save the American sort of for this trip here. Dang it. Clear. Then close. Thank you. Okay. Let's save this first and foremost. Let's follow you on your route here. I already took a year just across the river almost. Yeah, see this is where we're gonna get bogged down here, is going up this, but 1 year old. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Now up that one. And here she comes on the return trip. A little bit faster there, as you can see. So we open her up now. All right, excellent. All right, so let's get the next one here, the haul coal. Getting up here to Williamsport. And they head off at the same time. Oh, nice, it stopped. Wow, that's nice. You didn't wait long enough, but that's okay. And there she goes. We just gotta wait for that one to come in. Nice. All right, good. Okay. See, so that should give that guy a little bit more of an advantage for heading out first. So they'll eventually separate a little bit here from the looks of it. Yeah, he's already heading out. He's still loading up. Alright, good. So that gets our materials to Williamsport. So now what we want to do is start hauling to Allentown, Reading, and Lancaster. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So the question is, how do I want to do this? Because I almost want to do just... Now I could do two. Again, one from each. Like Lancaster takes oil, Reading takes oil and coal, Allentown takes oil and coal. I think would it be easier to bring it in to have it go this way? Almost. I'm wondering if it wouldn't be easier to do that. Yeah, see, it would have to go through a steep uphill first. and come down this way. Yeah, that is a steep uphill, I'd say. And come down through Harrisburg, and then connect into a double track here. I wonder, it would almost be worth it to do that. See, the problem here is where the bridge has to come down. It would be more ideal to come through this way. Or to get another bridge across and go that way. I could do that too. I could do another bridge across, but as much trouble as it was to get this bridge, yeah, no. Let me see something here. Yeah, no matter what, it's going to be a steep. Just trying to think what would save me time and having, you know, end up probably at least 4 trains, I think, because the thing is here, again, I'm going to have to run a separate route. I'm going to have to run to Allentown, then just going to have to run back, pick up supplies, run to Reading, go back, pick up supplies, go to Lancaster, go back, and start the route over again. So even with the GP series, that's going to be a long time hauling over a lot of area here. So I'm at the point now where, and then I do want to try to get the wood over into York here. So it would come into that track too. Then we'd have to go this way. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I would almost say I would have to go around Harrisburg here. And then connect right into this guy here. But it would have to come around. It'd have to come around. So it can't just go straight into here, because then it's just doing a loop, and that's really useless. You'd have to come and be able to split off there. So that may be what I'm going to end up having to do. See, now I'd like, here's where having the move it tool here in railroads, the move it tool that we have in Sea Skylines will come in very handy, because then I can shift this around, and make it a little bit more palpable to maybe come in from this side. Because I can't delete that, I can't delete this part of the track now without deleting my 2 trains. Now, let me do this. Let's run the double track. We'll wait for these guys to send their loads, and I think I can take, if I take Williamsport off their destinations, I should be able to delete that track and maybe fool around with that track a bit. So let's run the double track here. No, not that there. We want to run it this way. Could almost go to Harrisburg. So, yeah, see, no, we don't want that. Yeah, we did. Yeah, see, it won't go under, so I'd have to run a double track here and then try to go under. So I don't know we'll run a double track up to here, because this is where we're going to have to. So we're going to have to go up behind Harrisburg. I don't think there's any way around that. I haven't rescheduled that train, have I? Yeah, and here I was going to redo goods into to Maryland and Washington D.C. here. Well, I got Easton taken care of. I got Washington D.C. I just don't have Frederick and Baltimore taken care of, so that's actually not too bad. And I did have Frederick taken care of until, of course, the game crashed on me, and I didn't have that one train saved. Coal here too. We need coal here for steel. So where was I bringing coal in from? Was I bringing coal in from here? Again, I could. If yeah, that would be really messy. I might actually be able to bring the coal in from here. Maybe not. This is actually the manufactured good line there. I'm trying to see where I would bring the coal in from. Then that would be kind of messy, because then I would have to, well, you know, I could, and yeah, see, it would be kind of tough where this connects in, because then I would have, this would literally have to go up, around, and around. I'd have to bridge across that, which isn't going to work. Either way, trying to get coal to Baltimore right now would be messy. Oh, I forgot what I was doing here. So we'll wait for these guys to deliver these loads. You see the power plant just supplies power. I don't. Train table mode, I don't see where power really does any good. It doesn't give you anything else to supply to your other cities. Now in mission modes, it might be, hey, you know, you need the power plants operating to provide power to everything. Who knows? Right now, I just see the power plant as being useless. Essentially, it's only used to, I guess, used to develop that city there. Oh, here comes the rain. Rain. It's been raining off and on since early this morning. Now it's coming down pretty steady. So what we want to do now, since you're on your way back, we want to delete that route from you. I must have at least 2 stops. So what I'm going to end up having to do is delete both these trains, so I can try to mess around with this track a bit. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's just delete you. If you've delivered your load, we will delete you. Poof! Gone in the poof. And so let's see if we can't refine ourselves a little bit better here. Now herein lies the problem. That's going to be the problem. So I don't want to delete that. But let's do it. Let's see what happens. Okay, so let's bring you here. Let's bring you up over this way here now. Alright, so that didn't go the way I wanted it to go here. Let's see if I can't. Can't get you up here. I want you up here. There we go. Okay, that. Just shorten it up as much as I can here. Yeah, a little less perfect than it was before. But still no other issues. So I think that will work a little bit better now, because what I can do now is bring you. Let's see if we can bring you up and around like this. Then what we want to do is sort of bring you up and around like this. That way we can sort of avoid that really sharp grade there. And bring you around like this. Okay, so that sort of does that. So Harrisburg is now going to be surrounded by tracks, so we'll have to refine that a little bit, but that sort of gets me where I really want to be with that. And now, the key. How about I pull you from here into here? There we go. There we go. I think that's better. I think that's better. Okay. So good. We're almost there. We're almost there. So let's just get this connected here. That's a steep uphill, but that's okay. They'll be coming back empty on there. Again, not quite perfect because of how the trestles are, but can't be deleting all that now without deleting more trains, but I think that'll work nicely. Alright. I think that'll get me where I want to be. Oh no, it won't, will it? Because here, yeah, we wanted to come back into this way, don't we? That's the problem, because we want to go this way, so I'm going to have to hold on a second here. I forgot, because it needs to go that way. So hang on a second here. There we go. Now, not as pretty, but it's where I want to function. Now, what we want to do is bring you into here. Yeah, no. Bring you into here. There we go. Like that. Okay, that's how we want it. That's how we want it. So that's going to be a heck of a sharp turn, but yeah, there ain't too much else I can do about that. Unless I want to bring this way. Bring this way, but then, yeah, it'd still cause an issue here. I'd have the sharp turn on this side, I think. And I think if I come in this way. Because we would still need, yeah, we would still need to come this way. So let me see something here. Let's save it here. Okay. And now, let's try it the other way. Why not? Why not? Let's give it a whirl here. Stop it. So let's do this. Now let's see what happens if we try to bring you. Into here. Yeah, see, yeah, that's not going to work because I can't bring the bridge to turn that way. At least I don't think I can to turn that way. Out of curiosity, let me see something here. Just to see what this would look like here. It's not going to work, but yeah, you can see we got the rail that side there. And technically it'd work for the game, but it just yeah. So we got that going there, that side going there. I mean, it actually gets me the way really gets me the way I want now. We could probably do the bridge. You probably build the bridge in real life like that, the way I want to build it, but yeah, I mean, really, at the end of the day, if it wasn't for these rails there, the handrails, guardrails, wherever they are, that would actually work. That would actually be the ideal way I would want this. Otherwise, we would have to come loop around up there. Oh, you know what? Let me see something here. Oh, you're a bum. So what we need to do, we need it to come out this way. Now that would, again, that would put it over the steep uphill for a trip here. I don't know. Where's my green here? I know you popped green. There you are. Alright, so let's try connecting this side here. Where are you here? Vertical and yes, grew to larger size. Good, because we're going to need you a larger size. So we're going to bring you up this way. Now that's actually not too bad. It's not as bad as the previous one was. Problem is connecting into here. Which it can't go that way. It's got to go turn around here. It's got to loop around. See, that doesn't loop around. It's got to go like this. Yeah, which means turn too sharp here. That's a mess. Yep, she crashed. That would be almost almost ideal there. You bum, you had to crash there, didn't you? We'll go back to the way it was before. We'll go back to this way. Although it might actually be more ideal to do it the way I was just trying to do it before it crashed. A.m. See what this looks like. Oh, the same. Okay. Let me see the other save then. Hold on. Just out of curiosity's sake, see if I can finish that. Oh, dang it. You're killing me here. Killing me, game. Apparently doesn't want me to do that. Alright, let's try loading that one up one more time here. That might be a bad load. Alright, here we go. Shall we try again? Start the turn here. Then the turn over this way. And connect there. I think I actually almost like that one a little better. That makes a little bit of a longer trip for the Americans because they gotta go over this one instead of just going straight up that way. But really, at the end of the day, it's the same turn. And they'd be going up the hill empty. Oh, to me that looks a little bit cleaner. You know what? Save this end. Yeah, we could always we'll save that scenario. We'll save it there. All right, let's rebuild our supply here to Williamsport. Get the trains back. The good old Americans. Williamsport. Okay, we'll let you get off and going. Because now we want to sort of try to keep the trains as separated as possible. Now we don't, do I necessarily want the GP? Yeah, the GP, because this is going to be a lot of back and forth with these guys. So we will be doing the GP for this. Alright, he's on his way, so let's do another train. From here, the oil, you know what, let's try to see how much time I want to give it here. So let's do this guy, the Harrisburg. So I'll get you going. Because then what we want to do now is start the GP. Now here's the question, do I want to do oil? Do I want to set it up to where it'll go here to there, do oil here, pick up coal here, and then run? Do that. That might end up saving me a lot of agony here. Then it can go to Lancaster, drop the oil off, go to Reading, drop the coal off, go back, pick up. It'll skip Lancaster. It'll drop oil off at Reading. See, the problem is if it starts to rain, it'll drop the coal off too. So I actually might need have it go, pick up both, go to Allentown, go back, pick up both, go to Reading, go back, then just pick up oil and go to Lancaster, then it starts over again. I think that may be the key. So let's give that a try first. Let's give that a try. So what we would end up doing, I have to bring a track here into there. So let's see if this works. Let's see if this is going to work. I'll stick with the GP, so we're starting here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it's going there, and it's going to pick up 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's going to go to Allentown, where it's going to drop that load off. Then it's going to go back to the Frederick Oil Company. 1, 2, 3, 4. Goes here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Goes that. Then it's going to go to Reading, where it drops those off. Then it's just going to go back to the oil company, pick up 1, 2, 3, 4. And then go to Lancaster. So clear those off. And then it will go back and should start over again. That goes there. Goes back. Picks up the oil. Just goes. There and heads back. I'm thinking maybe, because that's a long wait for Lancaster to get the oil. So let's go. We'll add 2 more cars. No, not Lancaster. Yeah, no, that's right. We'll add 2 more cars at Frederick, and then Lancaster. What we'll do is still clear that out. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That way it's delivering 6, and we can always add 2 more. I just don't want to overwhelm the energy company here and have it end up being empty by the time it goes to pick up stuff at Frederick. So let's go with that. Game has been saved. Well, that's okay, because I'm going to save the game too here. And we'll follow this guy along on his long trip here and see how things go. I think that will wrap it up for this segment of our Retro Sandbox Building Mondays. No, that one's doing 20 miles over the hill there, where the Americans can only do 5. Okay, where the heck is this thing going? Why is it going that way? It is taking the long route around. It's taking the long route around anyway. After all that work. Because that guy's taking the long route around there too. Okay. So they decided to take the longer routes and the shorter routes. Now which way are you going to go? Are you going to go straight? Yeah, okay. So you're going straight on the return journey there. You're taking a shorter route on the return journey. Always something. This guy dropped off. Now he's going this way. Let's see where these guys, let's see where all these guys are going here. Where'd the other one go? Did the other one take the long route too? No, there he is. So let's see where he's going. Oh no, that's not him. Okay, he is the oil. He's the oil one. No, is he the coal one? No, he's the oil one. Okay, so here comes the coal. Now let's see which route this guy takes. Now, please go this way. That's why I went through all that trouble. There we go. Okay. Now he's going the smart way now. See where this guy ends up going, and this guy. Alright, now dropping off at Reading. Good. Now does he come back this way? That's the question. It looks like they went the smart way. Okay. Yep, he's going that way. Good. Looks like they are now going where I want them to go. Where'd he go? There he is. Okay. Now we should be getting Lancaster his oil. Frederick Ore Company still has 8. Okay, Frederick, yeah, okay, so we won't be overwhelming Frederick at all. So I can probably add those 2 cars to this thing. This final stop. So he's still got 7. So they're both coming down that way. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And you're going the smart way, thank you. That's all we would like to see. That's all we want to see here. Now you're dropping off at Lancaster. You're excellent. Hey, look, we got 1 manufactured good anyway. Push him up, push him up. Alright, so I gotta leave myself a note to see where we're gonna pick up from our engines. Last engine we built here, I think, was the Murdoch. We'll see. Alright, so good. Good. Now we're getting everything away we wanted to go. Okay, I think we're in good shape now. Except you're hauling the wrong way again. Unbelievable. And I think it's because they're all using the same track, so it's going to say, oh, we can't go that way, so I'm just going to go that way. Alright. Whatever. Hopefully that little problem will correct itself again. Unless they just send them to Reading or something, Allentown or something like that. See, now he's gone the long way too, because that guy is already on that track. Unbelievable. Alright, a couple of hiccups there, but I think we'll be fine. Alright, so the only thing I want to see is what engine I'm going to need to use next, but we're going to take a quick break while we do that and switch over games and all that good stuff so we can get City Skylines started here. So thanks for watching this episode of Riding the Rails, everybody. I think maybe next week I might actually just go into the southwest just for a change of pace. We got a lot built up. We still got to get our manufactured goods hauled. Still got a few raw materials to places, but for the most part I think we're in pretty good shape for stuff right now. Of course, I can now get my wheat too. I can actually have, or my wood. I can connect into here. Throw another monkey wrench onto this rail here. We'll see. We'll see how things go. Meantime, thanks for watching, everybody. This is BJ Wallace saying, until next time, I will see you in game.